tell the world about the grind theory. What is it? What is it for? Why was this your step into success?
Back in 2021, caught a felony.
Did you ever feel like people were going to look at you differently because of it?
What is something that you wake up every day wanting to achieve?
All right, here we go. What is up, everybody? My name's Aaron Hass. This is the Love Works podcast. This is a fire episode with a relatively new friend of mine. He's a hustler. He's got the grind on lock. This man is a legend. He's got a podcast that I get to help produce and push out to the world so people just like you can listen to it. Man, it's elite. This man is elite. His hustle. This man's showing up right now. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock at night. This is his second podcast he's shooting right now, and he's about to get on a plane at sometime early in the morning to go out to Wisconsin. This man's a hustler. This man's my friend, and he's gonna make it big. He's shooting for the stars, and he goes by the name Zoom. What is up, my man?
What's the word, brother? What's the word?
Dude, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Feeling good?
I'm a little tired, but I'm here.
Dude, I get it, man. I get it. So where are you going? You're going to Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin Dells.
Okay, what you doing in Wisconsin?
I'm actually taking my daughter
Okay.
to Wisconsin Dells
Dude, that's what's up.
for 5 days.
5 days just kind of getting away?
Yeah. So going to the resort and stuff like that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you've got a podcast called The Grind Theory,
Yeah.
right? Tell me about what that's about.
The grind theory is really just like not only finding other business owners and like entrepreneurs and stuff like that and giving them like an opportunity to get on the channel.
Come on.
And kind of tell their story, the problems they've been to get to their points.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of want to get deeper with it, like maybe weight loss stories.
Yeah.
Drug rehabilitation stories.
Stuff.
Anything that involves a grind, like
Dude.
whether if it's going to work every day, punching a clock, it's anything as long as you're doing something.
Doing something, man. What would you tell that person right now that's not doing really much at all? They're just stuck in their own mess.
Honestly, because I've been in my own messes before, I would say just, patience. Patience, first off.
Okay.
Patience, and don't always try to because today may be a bad day, but tomorrow might not be, or next month might not be, So I feel like you gotta be mental. Like, you gotta have a strong mental, but not only that, it's like you gotta understand that we have plenty of time.
That's right.
Regardless if you're going through a slump, you're gonna get out of it. I'm sure there's somebody worse in life than you are at some point,
Man, that's awesome. So you've got a daughter. You and your daughter, y'all are close, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. So what is one thing that you've learned from being a father that you can't learn in any other way or any other form of life?
Man, when you have a child, that's your responsibility the rest of your life. That's just something that you literally cannot stop your life. It's like somebody without kids, you could really do what you want,
Right.
But when you create another human with somebody, you're responsible for that. That's something that's probably the only individual I'll always love.
Yeah.
Always trust. Just because of the fact I know that I'm gonna be a good person to her.
Come on. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you've got a child, you're a father. Are you currently in a relationship? Are you married? What does that look like right now, your relational life?
I'm single.
Okay.
I'm focusing on life, making my life better.
Come on.
I don't need a woman for that.
Yeah. Even on your podcast just a moment ago that we just got finished recording, you mentioned you're stepping out from behind the scenes and you're getting up in front of the world because you're recognizing you got something big inside of you.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what you're doing right now, man. And I applaud you for that. What's that one thing you've recognized since you've stepped out and said, I'm doing this for me?
I feel like I just feel more confident about it.
Yeah.
I've always been the behind the scenes. I've managed a lot of artists, helped with, like,
Come on.
just really anything. Just like I'm a giver. I like to see people win.
Come on.
So like now it's like I'm about to make me win,
Come on.
but in a way that I can still bring the people, that's with me on the journey, on the platform and win with me at the same time.
That's right.
That's
right. Dude, that's awesome. And you don't see people like that very often. A lot of times people just kind of say, I'm doing this just so I can be the biggest name in the world. I want to be the number one face. I want me to shine. But you're saying, you know what, even though I'm stepping out from the shadows, I'm going to bring the people that I love along with me. And dude, it's awesome. That's awesome. It shows. So what's a hurdle you've jumped over in life? What's that one thing that was like, I didn't think I was going to beat this, but I beat the shit out of it?
Back in 2021, caught a felony. But I spent 3 years on house arrest. I never ended up going like to prison or being incarcerated or anything like that. And the biggest thing of that was not being took from my daughter. I feel like that would have really I don't think I would have ever got out of it if I ended up doing prison time. Like I feel like if I would have ended up going into prison, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Only because like some people get in them type of environments and either A, come out worse, or they just never come out.
They stay stuck.
So like I feel like my biggest hurdle was my house arrest. 3 years on house arrest.
3 years.
It took a lot of mental. It took a lot of staying inside, but it did help me because like I spent them 3 years planning my 3 year, like after the 3 years.
Come on.
So,
what was the scariest thing about being on house arrest and even catching that felony? Did your heart sink?
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, like me, I never really been in trouble. Like I don't even really have a criminal, like even juvenile record. Like
right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I did a lot of bad shit, but I feel like everybody, does some shit. But
100%.
It feels like to me the scariest part. It was, man. I'm just gonna say it like this. Like it's really a blessing. Like I don't think there was really a scarier part other than like me being on it.
Yeah.
Like in general. Like I know I can't leave the house. I got to go to work and come straight home. I got like 3 hours every Saturday.
Jeez.
And that was it for the 3 years.
Did you ever feel like people were going to look at you differently because of it?
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Most definitely. And I'm going to be honest, like, I'm not can't say the name or anything like that, but like, I think about that shit every day for what I did, and he ain't deserve it,
Right.
And it's like me not being in my like right state of mind at the time. I know I wouldn't have did that sober, and I was drunk.
Right.
So like that day though, like I don't even drink like that no more, just because of that day. Like I might have a drink or two going out, but like other than that, I stay away from alcohol.
Wow.
Because I was on alcohol when I caught a felony. I was on alcohol when I assaulted somebody with a baseball bat.
Right.
And that's not who I am sober. So
yeah,
I feel like, that was just like the worst time of my life. But 100%. I overcame that though.
Come on, overcomer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's who you are, man. And that's why the grind theory is important.
Most definitely. Y'all got to get in tune with it.
Get in tune with it, man. Because you're going to hear stories just like that where people are able to say, you know what? I am hustling. I am stepping up. I'm going to be the best effing father in the world. I'm going to be an incredible entrepreneur, incredible, even just workman, just somebody that's clocking in, clocking out. Like you said, that's impactful enough because you're showing up for you. Yeah, so that's incredible, man. So you're how many years out of house arrest at this point?
Almost 2.
Almost 2. Yeah. What was that feeling whenever they said you're done?
Man, I'm telling you, it was like it was a relief. Yeah. Because it's like being on it, you pretty much are owned in a sense. Like, I did like 52 weeks of anger management I had to do. And if you don't go to it, they violate you. And then 3 strikes, I think they kick you off the program, and then when you get kicked off the program, I think that's when you get like sent to either jail or something like that. I'm not too sure how that all works, but
Yeah.
it's just like I paid a lot of money. It costs too, $110 a week.
Jeez.
So it's like not only are you on house arrest, but you're paying for it too.
That's crazy. You got to pay for you to live in your own home.
Yeah, on top of everything else, and then like
Jeez.
I had to pay $300 a month to, the person I assaulted, which I felt like, I got the sweeter deal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Yeah.
if I could reach out to that dude, which I'm not allowed to, I would literally want to meet him and apologize to him.
Mm.
I don't know if that would ever happen, but that's just how I feel about the situation. It's a big learning experience, and it taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
For sure.
What would you tell him? You would apologize, but would there be like what would you say?
No, I don't know. I've thought about that, though.
Yeah.
I have.
Would you be scared if you saw him just walking around Walmart at some moment?
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to be around him.
Mm. What would happen if they, like, if it was just a happenstance, like, man, I just accidentally came in contact with him?
I'll try to give him a hug.
Mm.
For real.
That's awesome, man.
Like, that's just something because, like, I had a lot of time to dwell on that situation, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then on top of getting in trouble, involving the law with it, it created a lot of, like a void almost in me because I know, like, I'm not an angry person.
Right.
Like, anybody that know me can tell you, can vouch for that.
Dude, I
But-
know you're not, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
that I've been around, that you've been around, I'm like, this guy's like, you're a magnet, bro. When I see you, I'm like, this guy's got something special inside of him.
I mean, I'm telling you, I just try to be me. Like, I don't try to be nobody different but me. Like,
That's
God
awesome.
made me this way for who I am.
Come on.
So
Come on. Keep showing up that way, bro. You're a baller, bro. You really are.
thank you. Bro. Thank you.
All right. So tell the world about the grind theory. What is it? What is it for? Why was this your step into success?
My main goal behind it is, if I can create this platform to be something big, I'm gonna come down to all the people where I'm at now,
Mm-hmm.
nowhere-ish with it,
Yeah.
and uplift everybody. Cause that's all I'm saying. Like, my whole thing is like, I want somebody to be able to get on here and say what they like, tell your story.
Yeah.
Like, but let it be heard,
Come
like,
on.
just telling your story to somebody in person like me and you are,
Yeah.
you're only gonna know that story. So why not give them the opportunity to do it in front of, the microphones, the cameras,
Come on.
Apple Music, Spotify, stuff like that. Give people opportunity just to be heard. Some people, that's some people's biggest wish, to be heard. You know that?
Yeah. Some people just never get heard. Some people feel like they're living just in their closet their whole life, or in their apartment, or they can't get out of this place where they just feel stuck. And you're giving them an avenue to not be stuck anymore. So, I am showing up. You might not just see it,
Yeah.
That's
sure.
awesome. That's awesome. So right now it's 2025, man.
It
This
is.
is a good year. What's
For
the
sure.
one thing you've learned in this year that you're like, this is sticking for the rest of my life?
I'm gonna have to go with like betrayal, man. I done seen it too much in the last 2 years
Yeah.
to know that, to not allow it no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my circle is so small, and I feel like that's the best way. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta shout her out. Sierra Shots. She's a photographer.
She's awesome.
I'm telling you, her aura alone, just like, she could just sit on the couch. She don't even gotta say a word, and it just be a vibe, bro. She just like, I've noticed you gotta surround yourself around people that, like, you're gonna know, right?
Mhm.
So within like a few times being around somebody, you're gonna know how
Yeah.
they are, in a sense.
100%.
And my biggest thing is, like, if you ruin my peace, I don't want you around me.
Mm.
That's what I'm on 2025. Like,
Come on.
if it ruins it a little bit, you got this much for my piece just to go down and you gone. Like that's just how
Wow.
I see it. And then Megan Kurlikowski, she's a barber. She runs a barber shop in Berrien Springs,
Yeah.
Michigan. Genuine, just a peaceful person. Like, you just can't like you just don't find people like that sometimes. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
So it's like when you meet certain people like that, you want to try to like, keep them around you, not off of just of maybe what they have or what they come with, but it's just like you don't come across like genuine people often.
That's right.
Like my cousin Tio, in a sense, he the most calmest person like you'll meet. Like
Yeah.
he's that person that like you walk into a room, you didn't even know he's there.
Wow.
But he may look angry sometimes, but he really the nicest person.
Come on.
And then my homie Indy.
That man's funny, by the way.
He
That
is
man,
funny.
that man made
He
me
is
laugh.
funny. But
I love him. Yeah.
like prison put a dent on him.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But I feel like he's working, every day to try to learn and adapt to the world. And
Yeah.
a lot of people try to like, knock him down in a sense because of it. But you just got to give him credit for trying,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not many people come out of prison and want things,
That's right.
a lot of them don't even amount to nothing. A lot of them end up back there,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Within a couple months is what normally happens. They find
yeah.
themselves back in prison just within a few months, even sometimes days. Yeah.
And then I got to shout one more, like Bruce Bender and Son Construction. He sponsors my softball team.
Mm.
And a lot of people, like I've heard bad things about him and stuff like that. But really, he a genuine person. Like, yeah, he's got money. He's a businessman. But you know how much people he helps? Like, we actually got an episode coming up on the Grind Theory with him.
That's
And
awesome.
I ain't gonna say too much on him, but he gets slept on
Yeah.
for his credit. Like, it just, bro, you just gotta keep the right people around you, man. That's really all it is. That's really what I'm on. I'm trying to build a nice little group and let's just rise,
Dude, that's what's up. What would you tell to that one person that's out there or multiple people that are out there that are currently on house arrest or maybe have had a criminal past as well? They're just feeling like, I don't think I'm going to make it through this. What would you tell them?
Man, you can do it. If I can do 3 years in the house,
Come
come on, man.
Yeah.
Like y'all can do it. You can do
That's
it.
what's up, bro.
It takes a mental. You gotta make yourself understand that you are in this house for this long.
Dude.
Rather if you gotta sleep, if you gotta find a hobby, start vlogging, start do something, bro. Do something, cause bro, when we was young, you could sit in the house all day and play the video game. You can do it as a grown man on house arrest to stay out of jail.
Come on. Stay out of jail.
Common sense.
That's the hustle, bro.
For real.
That's the hustle. What's one thing you just enjoy doing for fun? Like you're just having a good day. Like, man, I'm gonna go out and have some fun. What are you gonna do?
Probably just, it'd be something my 6-year-old got me doing, whether it's shopping for La Boo Boos or
What is a La Boo Boo?
it's like a little doll.
Okay.
And she be having me look for them and stuff like that. But I guess if they don't have 9 teeth, they're fake. I learned that. I bought one in the mall, brought it back to her one time, and it had like 8 teeth on it. It's just a doll, I guess, but they're like $70. The real ones.
Jesus. God.
But man, Sundays I play softball.
Okay.
For my softball team, Recon Softball. You can follow us on Facebook. Man, other than that, bro, it's usually just me and my daughter for real.
Just having fun, man.
Rather if it's going out to dinner or just doing our normal thing at home, trampoline, shit like that.
That's awesome, man.
I'm really an in the house type of guy unless I'm doing some business for real.
That's good, man. What's your how old is your daughter?
She's 6.
She's 6.
Yeah.
6 years old. So Man, you got a lot more time just to watch it grow up.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
excited about that, man?
yeah. She actually has a YouTube channel with her
Oh,
sister.
really?
Yeah, Mink and Tink, Mink Mink, and then the and sign
Uh-huh.
Tink Tink.
Dude,
We actually just put a video up today.
dude, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. So I have a tradition on this podcast. I open it up for my guests to ask me any question, uncut, unfiltered. What's your question for me?
Um, what is something that you wake up every day wanting to achieve?
Dude, it's an incredible question. Waking up every day wanting to achieve, man, I just want to get one step closer to just like, even just, I think that we live a life where we're just not feeling free in our heads sometimes. So one step closer in believing in myself, and one step closer in like believing that this is going to grow, one step closer in allowing this to grow, seeing it grow, seeing myself grow, watching the people around me grow. How can I elevate the people around me? Man, there's so many things I would like, dude, getting shit done. You know
Yeah.
how good that feels when you finally
No,
accomplish
yeah,
that
I
one
agree.
thing. Eliminating procrastination. Like, all right, I'm gonna wake up, and as soon as I wake up, brush my teeth, take my shower, get my coffee, and we're hustling, you know? So those are the things I want to see every day. I want to just feel, man. And being okay with it. Like you mentioned, like watching those things in your head, dude, I've made some fucked up decisions in life, and being able to say like, okay, I'm one step further away from that bad decision, and I feel better about myself now. I'm feeling better about where I'm at. I'm making bigger moves. I'm not even being held back. I'm not chained to what my past was. I'm actually running to what the future is looking like. So, dude, when I wake up, that's what I'm thinking about, bro. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, because the past is something that is it's already over with.
That's over with. Yeah.
Like it's your choice to dwell on it.
Come on.
You know, and for even just people in general, you know, there's drama. There's always gonna be drama.
That's right.
I feel like, but it's like you gotta not give a fuck on what they talk about or
Yep.
what they even care about. Like,
Yeah.
you're mad that I did it. Oh well. Like
Oh, well.
I might do it again.
Yeah.
You know, but it's always in the past. So it's like
100%.
regardless how you feel about it, regardless how anybody feel about it, you know, I look at that in relationships too. It's like, let's say somebody cheat on somebody,
Yeah.
whether it's not right, okay? But if you agree to leave it in the past, leave it in the past.
There you go.
You know, and I feel like that's a lot of people's problem is it's like they love to like dwell on things they can't change.
That's
Like,
right.
who cares? Let it be for what it is and do something different in the long run.
There you
know?
go.
That's how I see it. I don't care about none of that.
That's
The
good.
past is just so past. Like even my like dead relatives, like that shit don't hurt me. I don't dwell on that. Like it's like some people
Yeah.
will take it as I may be cold hearted, but it's not even that.
It's just there's something bigger
You
out there.
cannot stop. You cannot let the past like eliminate your future because that'll kill your
That's
future.
good. Dude, we've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Let's just
That's
keep
what I'm
going.
saying.
Let's
That's
keep
just how I
going.
see it.
I love it, bro. You got any closing thoughts for the people?
Not really. Just
Check out the grind theory.
yeah, check out my podcast. We're gonna definitely probably have some episodes in the future on this
Let's
one
do
too. Yeah. Thanks for having me on this.
Dude, for sure, man. I was like, because you were coming by, and I was like, dude, let's run this shit. It's gonna be
Yeah, we
fun.
fucking might as well.
Right. Right.
For sure.
Dope. Well, this is the Love Works podcast. My name's Aaron Hass. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Love Works Studios. Give us that follow. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all are all bosses. I love you a bunch. Peace out.